You've mentioned that you've done panels at conventions.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit more about why you do that and what you think about conventions overall?
Well, I've been doing panels for a couple of years now, and I do them because I am a narcissist who desires adulation. Well, and also because I think that I have something I can offer as somebody who's done this whole history of Mecha thing. The reason I got into it in the first place is that I attended a convention a couple of years ago. Wasn't Tokyo-Con, it was Ramen Con, which is a local convention to me, is now in the city where I live. And I was looking at the panel list and I was like, okay, there's 3 Doctor Who panels, there's 3 My Little Pony panels, there's 3 how to cosplay panels, and there are like 3 anime overall panels. And most of them are fan panels. Like not hey, learn about this, not hey, isn't this nifty? It's like, oh my god, who's your favorite show? Sort of thing.
I love those
uh
panels.
they're fun, but like I want something with a little bit more substance, please and thank you. So I was like, you know what, I can do that. And which is one of the key phrases for tragedy ensuing in my life. The other one is I ain't scared of nothing, which turns out I should probably be afraid of more things. But given that I have no fear of public speaking, like a lot of people, I just was like, yeah, no, I'll put together my little panel arena. I sent it off to Ramen Con. I was like, haha, yes, that's cool. And they were like, yeah, cool, go do it. And I was like, okay, that works. A lot of people were interested. I sent it off to Anime Boston, and they were like, yeah, cool, come in. And I filled a room, and I was just like, y'all watch my videos too, or no? Okay. But I filled the whole room up, and I was just like, I'm ecstatic about this. I'm going to keep doing this. So I shopped it around to a couple other panels that are local to me. JFAX. I keep trying to get it in at ASEN, but they won't have it. Haven't had it yet. And of course, then they, had to shut down for 2 years. But that'd be a big coup for me if I got, the third biggest convention in the United States, and I got a big panel room for them. But yeah, like I love conventions, but I can smell when one's dying, if that makes sense. Like when, like, oh hey, what's to do here? Well, there's a game room. And oh, Yomicon is the other one that I do the panels at, and like that one's going strong. Like that's a big one. But yeah, like when it's nothing but dorky little fan panels and no substance to speak of, then it's just like, oh, okay, it's time to pack up shop there, boys and girls. So yeah, like I've been going to conventions. Oh gosh, my first ASEN was 2005. I was a mere lad of 18.
Wow.
So I remember I was just like, wow, it's so big and it's so amazing. And I go to it, and I went to it a couple of years ago, and it's like, wow, it's still really big and kind of amazing. But I don't think cons are a really good what's the word? A good barometer for the health of a community. Because people will come out to anime conventions just to cosplay and just to, fart around and get absolutely smashed. Boy, you want to talk about the
Yeah.
problems in the anime community. Substance abuse, big one.
If you want to
um,
talk about that, we can.
well, I mean,
If you want to.
I don't really have much to say on it other than, gosh dang, you guys, like, there are a lot of people who just go to those raids to get super blitzed, and that's not good that's not sustainable. Um, but people like, hey, we're here to cosplay, and like, all right, cool. When was the last time you actually sat down and watched an anime? Oh, 5 years ago. Oh, okay, well, cosplay. It's the problem is right now that since in the same way that everybody's trying to get on the Anituber train to be not for the noble reason of you have an opinion and you think that you can add something to the world or you can shine a spotlight on something worth doing, but I want to put me up in lights is the problem. And it's just like, oh, okay. Everybody wants to be that next big famous cosplayer. Everybody wants to be that cool guy that was in the video that one time in the, that sort of thing. Like, all of the ills and horrors of our community come out in conventions, but also all the best and coolest parts, like the super creative stuff, and the people who really appreciate the old school stuff, like, all that is also present at conventions. So who knows? It's hard, but we're figuring it out one bit at a time. um so cons are simultaneously awful and great, and I wouldn't change them for the world.